There's always something to be passionate about in every project that you work on. And if you are curious, no matter what you're working on, you're going to find some kernel of information that you can take and make into something really beautiful.
When you grow a business, you need to have foundational core values that you can hire against, that you can grow your company against, that you can measure against. If I had known that at the beginning, I think we would have not had some of the bumps that we had along the way in our growth trajectory.
The biggest lesson that I have learned is prioritizing business. What business is going to bring in money so that I can grow my company and pay my employees, and I make it a practice never to promise without knowing that I'm going to give the best of service.
I don't care what kind of transaction it is, it's all about people. It's all about humanity and connecting to each other and really making sure that we make that human connection.
Stick to your principles, and if you stay with your defining values and remember why you started the company, everything falls into place. Decisions are easier, I should say, to make because you have those guiding principles behind you.
Building an organization and focusing on core competencies and core strengths means that sometimes, even when there's a client in need, we have to say no. And that's a very hard thing to do.
The leadership skill I have worked the hardest to master by far is patience. I think when God was like handing out patience, I was too impatient to stand on the line, so I didn't get any.
You have to remember that just because you have an idea of how something should be done doesn't mean it's the right way. And people can get to the end gate in a different manner than you would think.
I communicate with my employees. I try my best to find out their strengths and weaknesses, and we focus in on those weaknesses and try to turn them into strengths.
The leadership skill I've worked the hardest to master is working as a team and collaborating with our employees and our clients.
I think that so many of us are quick to respond to something, especially in this digital age of immediacy, but there is so much more power in having a concise, comprehensive reply.
Delegation. With great people surrounding me, it's easy to trust them to take over. And when you run a company, you have no choice. You cannot do everything.
The best piece of advice I've received is really about knowing when to ask for permission and when to just do it and ask for forgiveness.
So many of us just operate on our instinct, on our intuition, on this feeling that we get deep down inside. And at some point, you have to really trust that intuition, but it can't defy logic.
Learn to listen to your staff, to your employees, to your members, and to ask the right questions. Ask the right probing questions.
Don't sell your soul. So in other words, never compromise on the services that we offer just to get the job.
My leadership style is more of a coach, but I'm more of a rah-rah coach. I like to motivate people by getting them excited and sometimes angry and whatever it takes. Everybody's different.
What keeps me up at night is everything. Keeping up with everything, finding the newest tool, technological tool, making sure that everything is covered.
What keeps me up at night is the economy and the interest rate margins. I know that that's kind of out of my control, but when I dream spreadsheets.
The main thing that keeps me up at night is thinking about doing the right thing for our clients.
So the rituals I do on a daily basis is actually I leverage the concept of prayer, affirmative prayer, meaning affirmations, and meditation. I do that every day.
I'm a runner. I run a lot of half marathons, and I run just about every day between 6 to 10 miles a day, and I find it's very cathartic.